Okay, you guys, here we go. This was the look you voted on. I'm going to transform into this. So first we're going to do foundation. I use the liquid to powder foundation. You can use a shade lighter if you want to have more of a whiter canvas to work with, but I just used my regular foundation color. So get it on really nice. And that's my dog in the background. That's Dixie. So we're doing the foundation and then blend it down your neck. And this is going to be super fun. Then we're going to get some concealer. I just used my normal shade and I put a bunch under my eye just to keep the underneath of the eye really, really light and really white so that black eye makeup would really, really pop. Yeah, so if you see me looking to the side, that's why, because I have my handy dandy mirror there. Okay, so first we're going to start with the eyes. So I'm going to use my black liner, and I'm just going to line the top of my eye, but I'm going to do it pretty thick. And this liner color is called Perfect. And I'm going to do a pretty thick line, and then I'm going to do like a really big wing on the side. Really bold. And you don't have to be perfect on this because you can even it out when you're done. And then I'm going to line underneath with another really thick line, but I'm only going to go halfway in because I'm still going to use the white on that inner corner. Then I'm going to take my palette 3 and get that black shade, and I'm just going to fill in the whole eyelid with the black. And again, you don't have to make this perfect because you can fix it when you're done. See, I'm just kind of applying it, and then I'm going to go all the way across my lid. When you're working with a black powder like this, you want to pat it. See how I'm patting it so it doesn't fall underneath my eyes? Awesome. Now I'm going to take my white liner, this is called Pristine, and I'm going to line the inside corner of my eye on both sides. And then I'm going to try to make that little point that she has in her picture that was super cute. So you're going to line a little bit on the top, and you can draw that point down. If your liner starts getting black on it like mine did, just wipe it on the back of your hand. Super easy so far. Super easy so far. So I'm just doing a little bit more of the white. You can do it to your liking. That looks good. Yeah, pretty. Okay, now we're going to do brows. I'm going to take my liner shader brush and I'm going to take that same black. And I'm going to fill in my brows with the black. And I chose to do my brows pretty thick because I wanted them to be super dramatic. But first I'm just following the actual natural shape of my brows with the black liner, with the black powder and the liner shader brush. And I'm going to do the same on the other side, and then you'll see I'm going to go back and make them a little bit bigger because I just thought, well, might as well go for it, right? Make it as big and bold as I can. And I love this liner shader brush because it allows you to be super, super precise. Check that out. Awesome, huh? And then you can clean it up if you make a little mistake. No big deal. So now I'm going to take my cream shadow brush and some concealer, and I'm just going to clean up under that brow. See how I got a little bit of a mess up there? No big deal, because you can just cover that up with concealer and your cream shadow brush. Easy breezy. Awesome. So let's see, what am I going to do next? Oh, mascara. So I'm going to put on a coat of mascara. Now, if I was going out and like doing this at a costume party or something, I'd probably put on some fake lashes or just do like 3 or 4 coats of the mascara. But for the purposes of trying this out for the first time, I'm like, you know, I'm just going to do a regular coat of mascara, and it turned out pretty well. So then applying the fibers. Awesome. You guys, this was actually like so much easier than I thought it was going to be. When I started and I was making this video, I was like, oh no, this is not going to go well. But as I kept putting it on, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I can do this. So if I can do this, you can do this. I am not a professional makeup artist, and I just kind of copied the picture as best I could. All right, now we are going to do the mouth. So I have my liquid liner, and the color, this is black, and I'm taking it from the corner of my mouth just up the side of my cheek where the jawbone would be. And I used the liquid liner for that. And now I took my cream shadow and put a little bit on the inside of my lips just to give it like a nice little base of black. I found out that wasn't dark enough, so I grabbed my pencil, my eyeliner, my black, Perfect is the color, eyeliner, and I'm just blacking just the inside of my lip, and then I'm only filling in the bottom middle portion of the lip because I'm going to use the white to do the teeth. Now I've never done teeth before, so I watched a quick demo, and this is kind of what the gals were all doing. They were outlining where the top of the teeth were going to be, and then they were filling in all that portion. So you're not actually drawing little teeth on you. And if you get black on your white liner, just wipe it off on your hand. But they're filling in, so you're going to fill in all this part. Pretty sweet. So I filled all that in white. You can make it as tall as you want. Make your teeth as big as you want. And this is how you're going to do the base for your teeth. Because, I mean, this is cool. And then you're going to do the same thing. Oh, sharpen your pencil if you need to. You're going to do the same thing on the bottom. And those are going to be your bottom teeth. And then we're going to actually draw the teeth in. So using your white pencil, as low as you want to go, as big as you want those teeth to be, you're just going to use your white liner. And then I filled in a little bit on my inner corners of my lips. And that is going to be your base for your teeth. See how easy this is, you guys? This is not difficult. Now we're going to take that same liner shader brush that we used to do our brows, and we're going to use that same black powder, and you're just going to draw a line down where you think those teeth should go. Drawing your lines down, and then you're just going to, see, perfect. Then you can do it on the bottom. I drew a little line on the bottom just so I had a marker, because the bottom was actually a little bit harder, but now that I kind of know better what I'm doing, I'll be able to do it better on Halloween. You're going to take that same brush, and then you're going to kind of feather the top of that white part to make it look like the top of the tooth. And you can use little tiny feather strokes and kind of fill in those spaces. I kind of made mine ovals, so you're making little X marks, and then filling in the top. And it was actually remarkably easy and super, super fun. See how I'm making the top a little bit curved to make it look like teeth. And the liner shader brush, I actually really thought worked very, very well. You could also do this with a liquid liner. I wouldn't use the eyeliner because it's not as precise. You can't get as precise a point. But with this liner shader brush, I used the tip, the tallest point of the tip, to kind of get these lines. And then here's the bottom. The bottom is a little harder. I would have liked to have a little bit more white, so I'll make a bigger white portion when I do this for Halloween. But then you just make like the root of the tooth. You can drag it down a little bit so it looks like the teeth are actually coming out. And then you're just going to fill in those portions with the black, just to create a little shadow. And like I said, you don't have to be perfect. See, that's me trying to put a little bit more white on there. And they don't have to be perfect, and it all doesn't have to match up, because people are going to be like blown away by your ability to do this anyway. So then I drew up the side to make a bigger jaw from the base of the bottom white teeth, with that same black powder, and then just kind of filled it in to give it a little bit more depth. And then I did the same thing on the other side. Fill in those teeth, a little bit more depth in that corner. And then I drew a line from the top teeth and just connected it. Kind of like when you're doing a winged shadow. And you fill it in. And fill it in. Easy breezy. Easy breezy. So all together, this took me about 25 minutes. I took a little bit extra concealer and kind of blended out the bottom where I had made a little bit of mistakes, and just kind of blended it a little bit because that seemed to make it look a little better. Now for Halloween night, I'll set this with pressed powder. Oh, and then I filled in the black, a little bit more black on my lips. And I actually liked it better with just the teeth. So I might even do white lips on Halloween. So it's just teeth, but we'll see. I filled in the lip line a little bit more with a black liner just to give it a little bit more pop. But you guys can see this is super, super easy. I put a little cream splurge shadow on my lips too, just to make it shimmery. You could even do glitter. That would be awesome. And then I had my handy dandy blue wig. Ta-da! So the only additional things that I would do for this would be to set it with pressed